What did it ultimately take to end the pattern of breaking up and getting back together? When I broke up with my boyfriend of 3 years, he blocked me on social media, and I changed my number. Throughout the whole relationship, there was a great deal of miscommunication and drama, and I finally decided to walk away. We started dating in February of 2020. Everything seemed fine until May 2020, when he left his phone in bed, and I went through it. He was pretending to be a girl on Facebook and was getting straight men to send him nudes. I made the decision to leave him when I learned this. Over the course of 2 weeks, he decided to get my close friends involved and asked them to talk to me to give him a second chance. I relented. Come July 2020, he is acting weird again, and I went through his phone once more. This time, I find that he's still on the same crap. And I saw some other really messed up things as well. I broke up with him and went without contact for 2 weeks until he called me in August 2020 to help him because he didn't know where he was. I decided to go and help him out. And when I get to his location, I found him in a daze without his clothes and shoes. I asked him to get inside my car and told him that I'd drop him off at his house. He starts going off on me, accusing me of cheating. I created a Grindr account that second week. He then proceeds to get out of my car. I was honestly done, so I decided that I was going to leave. He opens the driver's door, where I was, and bites my face. I hit the gas in the car, proceeded to scream, and some stranger came to my defense and took him off me. At this point, my car was stuck in one of the railings, and I couldn't get it out. I called my best friend to come get me, and the other person called the cops. I didn't want to press charges, so I left it at that. A couple days later, he called, apologizing. At that point, I didn't care for an apology. I just wanted him to pay so I could get my car back. We go without talking for a couple weeks, then I get back to him around November. December comes, and he is still cheating and doing the same crap. I came clean and told him I cheated too. The time I did it was way before we got back together officially. Actually, I'm not sure if that qualifies as cheating at all. After my revelation, he proceeded to act like he wasn't cheating. He played victim so hard that I was gaslit into believing that I was a messed up person and that only I hurt him. In 2021, we were working on things the whole year. His drive for intimacy was so low. He claims this was due to his weight gain, which is understandable, so I stopped pushing. In August 2021, we went to the pool with his friends, and they all got really drunk. While in her apartment, she proceeded to twerk or grind on some dude, and he got visibly excited. Uncomfortable, I got up and asked him if we could leave. He got mad at me for that and left me in the apartment complex. I had to walk home. That day, something changed in me. And for the next 7 months, I became very verbally abusive toward him. In December, he went through my phone and found a conversation with an old friend where I told him I thought some other dude that I met in August of 2020 was my soulmate. He got so offended and hurt because I said that and proceeded to get involved in my old friend's relationship, telling him some stuff that was private. My friend was my roommate when I caught him bringing people into the house while his partner was living with him. I asked him to stop since that could create issues in the house. It's not my place to get involved, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I kept quiet. My boyfriend creates an issue between them, and then they blame me for keeping quiet. Fast forward to March 2022, and he asks for a break because he is not happy. He still talks to me, but just to tell me about his plans or whatever random thing comes up. His best friend introduced him to some guy, and they hooked up. We got back together before my birthday, and everything seemed fine until we got into an argument, and he proceeded to leave me while we were downtown. My best friend had to go pick me up. 2 weeks before Christmas, we get into another fight. We went to a party, and he asked me to dance, which I did, but not for long because I'm not really into dancing. Anyway, I go sit down. When the song ended, he had a long face, which made me uncomfortable, so I asked him if we could leave. While we are leaving, he proceeds to tell me that I never want to step out of my comfort zone for him and is upset because I don't want to keep dancing. In January 2023, I planned a night out with my friends. He also invited his friends. We all go out, and he disappears with them without letting me know. When I found him, I was upset because it was supposed to be everyone hanging together. I pinched him, and he got mad and left with his friends. I had to ask my roommate to bring me back home that night. We go without talking for a week. He came back, and I thought things were good. It was my birthday soon after. I asked him to come, but he decided to go out with his friends. In July, he left the Apple Watch I gave him in bed. The thing keeps vibrating, so I decided to move it. The watch unlocks, and I find out he's again pretending to be a girl on Facebook. I told him I was done. He tells me he wants to try, but all he does is start fights with me because I have this constant feeling that he's cheating. Now, he keeps showing up at my house, just stands there for a couple seconds, and leaves. But this time, I'm blocking him from my life.